In Bron's meeting, apparently there's the legend of like Pat Riley putting the rings on the table. Well, was there a grandiose? So how was your meeting with the Miami Heat? Well, was it that same vibe? What was that for you?
Oh yeah, he put the rings on the table.
Tell me how that goes. What happens? Like, is he talking like, "Yo, Chris, I got something to show you"? What is the rings on the table conversation like?
So okay. So we're walking in, all right? I got my dad and my agent with me.
Okay.
You know? And so my dad, he's over there geeking out like, man, that's Pat Riley, man. It's like, yo, chill out, bro. Like, it's business.
I'm Chris Bosh.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, Pop. So we walk in and everybody's just, it's one of those round circle tables in the meeting areas, right? And everybody's just kind of sitting down, and I was kind of thrown off by it because even Spo was sitting down. And so Pat was kind of pacing back and forth. He takes his jacket off. He loosens his tie and he rolls up his sleeves, and then he gets a bag and then just puts the rings on the table and they go everywhere a little bit. And he's like, then that pretty much kicks off his speech. So then that's like his intro with no words. And then he just like went into, that's what it's about. It's about being a champion. It's about this. We have an opportunity. You, Dwyane, LeBron, we can, if you guys make this decision. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And then, so then look at the end, he's like, yeah, take one of the rings and you give it back to me, when you win one for yourself.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's
so just up. Like, that was like the closing. Said, it's a good one. Let me go think about it.
How involved is Pat? And I don't mean in any way to lead you into a question that would minimize what Erik Spoelstra does, because I think he's fantastic and he's been groomed to be fantastic. But like, how involved was Pat on a day-to-day? Like, I was never in that building. I never got to play there. Culturally, though, I think he kind of culture began, with him being there. How involved is he, or was he at that point? How present was he when you guys were around the building and stuff?
He's there. We all know where his office is. He comes to work every day. He's in his office every day. And they watch practice every day. Right. He doesn't say anything. He's not interjecting. The coach is coach. I know he's a firm believer in that, but he's always had an open door policy. And he's always been that person where you can go in there and knock on the door. I mean, we had a bunch of conversations, just me knocking on the door. And if something needs to be said, organizational wise, like if things aren't right, then he will speak up. Those things will be addressed. That's more of, his role, but he's not, just overbearing or anything. He does kind of get a knock for that sometimes, but it's totally not like that. I mean, he's hands-on in the sense where he is a hands-on president and he knows how to do his job. Both he and Spo, to watch their relationship change. And look, right, he's got to fight those emotions just like everybody else. If we have a bad game and he felt as a coach, Spo could have done this, sure, they could have that conversation every night, right? But I learned from them that there is a mode of keeping it separate and allowing the coach to coach and the president to be the president and everybody to do their roles so the machine can work.
Mm-hmm. When you guys were, it seemed like during that time, he puts the rings on the table for all you guys, Pat does, and then there's a time to announce. And I remember your announcement, you and Dwyane Wade's announcement was a SportsCenter hit. I mean, it was a SportsCenter segment. It was a Wilbon. And I remember there just being, still uncertainty if LeBron was going to come, and he wound up announcing the next day. How did that make you guys feel? Because it was like, you guys are going, but then we still have to wait on Bron. Did you guys know Bron was coming? Can you take me through that process of when you guys announced versus when LeBron announced in the decision?
Yeah, so it was making the move in the hopes that he would make the move. The cap space was there.
So y'all had no idea that he was going to Like, did you have an inkling?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? It was so exhaustive. We stopped talking to each other. We couldn't. I mean, it was the last thing that we wanted to talk about because it was just so, I'm telling you, because I thought it was like, oh yeah, it's going to be, oh yeah, okay. These are the situations and then we'll make our decision in no time. And then it kept going and going and going. And we would just want to hang out and just not even talk about it. You know, it got to that point. But, yeah, I mean, there was a mode to not knowing. Of course. I mean, it was a whole, thing, a program. And, I was sitting on the edge of my seat too, to be honest with you. And then, made the decision, no pun intended. And, the rest is history after that.
Yeah. Would you guys have done the same spectacle if you could do it over again, you think? Like, we're going to win 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rings in 5 years.
You know what, man? Like, it's when you're younger, you don't know all the way. You get wiser for a reason, right?
Right.
And then we were having so much fun. We were caught up in the moment. That whole day, we didn't know what was going on. So pretty much what you were watching was just people totally in the moment, not even thinking about anything, just having fun. That was unfiltered,
Okay.
And that's why, because it was like, it was funny. He kept going and the more he kept going, everybody got louder.
Yeah.
So we were caught up in the thing, it was so much fun. And like, we were finding all this stuff out on the fly. Like, they come to the gym. It wasn't until night. We're like, yo, what the hell? And they showing us where to go. Like, man, what the hell? And then next thing you know, we coming out the thing.
Wow.
It's crazy, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. And everybody, Miami loves to have a good time.
It looked like a lit Miami night. It looked tight. It looked hella fun.
Classic. And then the problem was not really thinking that other people are watching too. Never crossed my mind. I don't think it crossed any of our minds. We were just in the moment.